staying in a hotel and I've not seen a single Dover Discoverer in sight. I can't believe it. Right guys, welcome back for a Thursday. Hope you're having a good week. Speaking of them, dozens of migrants are seen heading for the coast, just a day after many others died in one of the perilous crossings. This is nothing new and it's not a surprise, especially weighing up the pros and cons of coming to the country. The Daily Mail, within just a couple minutes, witnessed at least 3 groups of 50, all with bags emerging from the undergrowth near the motorway, heading for the shore for their dangerous crossing. A police van even pulled up, yet did nothing to stop this from happening. With all the money that we're paying France, this is just another slap in the face of the British taxpayer. This isn't even about our money's sake and our safety, but for the sake of lives that are being lost because people smugglers couldn't give 2 shiny shites.
Correctamundo!
And just to show you how temperamental it actually gets over there, and why the police in England, and especially France, need to actually do something about this, is down not just to the obvious danger that occurs. Gunshots and fights have now broke out between migrant groups in Dunkirk just hours before the tragic dinghy crossing. Yes, that's right, just hours before the tragedy of more people crossing the dangerous shipping lane that connects our 2 countries. Multiple clashes, fights, and now even gunfire has reigned in amongst them. When is enough going to be enough? When is this going to be taken seriously? The groups that are now running from terror are now causing terror between themselves, even before the crossing. Again, what are the French doing? Nothing. Well, nothing apart from counting all the pounds that we keep sending them. More lives will be lost and still nothing seems to change.
You're goddamn right.
In more deaths, let's have a look at the US and the really unfortunate events lately. Let's see if we can find some answers. Well, it definitely won't be with the president. Biden refuses to comment on the rising death toll in Hawaii after spending 2 hours on the beach. Fantastic. What a leader. Whilst many families are just searching for answers in why at least 93 people so far have lost their lives to wildfires that have been blamed and potentially caused by dangerous power lines, Joe is too busy having a jolly at the beach with his buddies. It's just like here, Mr. Rishi goes off to see Mickey Mouse. Joe thinks he's on holiday and refuses to comment about the tragic situation. Well done, Joe. President of the people, leader of the land.
No one gives 2 shits.
And finally in death today, I'm not here to give you a lecture if you smoke, by the way, but health warnings could be added to the inside of cigarette packs. You think this is going to stop people from smoking? How did changing the branded packaging to brown with pictures of black lungs and horrible teeth all over them work out for you? It doesn't. I covered a story not too long ago about how they were going to put the warnings down the sides of each of the cigarettes. Look, as with most things, if people are going to do it, they are going to do it. Stop trying to convince people otherwise. People aren't dumb. They know the facts. Stop wasting time. And more importantly, stop wasting money on trying to fix things that you will never be able to fix.
Go away.
And in more news of things that will never change, are people constantly trying to change our language. Now we've got animal rights groups demanding that milk is now called bovine mammary secretions. Well done, animal rights, for coming up with new problems that aren't actually problems. As with smoking, you can call it whatever you like. It's not going to change what it is. Stop trying to change the whole of the British language. Stop trying to get us to stop eating and drinking things that we want. Stay out of our lives. If you don't like it, don't drink it, but don't tell us what we should call it. Or maybe, instead of vegans, we'll call you meatless morons. If you want to change the language, so will we.
Touché.
And speaking of meat, a Burger King employee who never missed a day of work in 27 years has now been gifted £320,000 after he received an insult gift from his bosses. That's right, it took kind strangers to reward this man who was so dedicated to his job that he never took a day off in 27 years. Well done, Burger King. I'm sure you made this man's day when you gave him a goodie bag consisting of a movie ticket, candy, pens, and a Starbucks cup. Ugh. All probably what you found in the lost property or in the dustbin out the back. I will say kudos to this man. Burgers must be the secret of life, as this man looks fantastic for 60 years old. Vegans, take note.
Write that down.
And staying with burgers, a woman paints a £4,000 Chanel bag so that it looks like a beef burger. Yes, this woman just needed somewhere to put her cheddar and thought it was a great idea to ruin something which is already a gross waste of money. Who spends £4,000 on a bag? I am no bag expert. To me, it just looks like a white piece of leather with fake gold on it. What do I know? Why are people so obsessed with spending money that they don't have on things that they don't need to impress people they don't even like? Anyway, she went a step further just to make herself look even more of an idiot. If you like burgers that much, love, Burger King now has a new position. Don't worry, after 27 years, you'll have some pens that you can put inside.
God, Karen, you are so stupid!
In more rip-offs and wasted money, an elderly couple were charged £110 to print off their boarding passes from Ryanair. I completely agree with the son here. £110 to print off 2 pieces of paper that took you 1 minute. Shame on you. Yes, this elderly couple in their 70s and 80s accidentally had the return boarding cards instead of the outgoing ones. So Ryanair thought that they could show him who is boss. This airline is so cheap, I bet that in an event of emergency, they'd only release the oxygen masks if you put in your credit card details first. Shysters.
Fuck them!
And in more shysters is Royal Mail. A dad is now £300 out of pocket after a postal delay and is offered 8 stamps as compensation. Yes, well done. Your timely missed delivery was so bad that a man had to fly to Hungary to pick up his daughter's passport. Isn't it just a kick in the teeth to get stamps to use on a service which has failed you, so then you can use the service and be disappointed again?
Thanks, but no thanks.
In more travel, at least 16 drivers a week are caught going down the motorway the wrong way. Yes, this dumb and dangerous act is no surprise to me, seeing as you can pay someone quite easily on TikTok to go and take your test. Figures are up 13% in just a year, from 770 incidents to 872. How are people this stupid? Actually, are they just stupid, or are they too busy scrolling through TikTok to realise that there's headlights coming towards them, and that means something isn't right?
Both.
Well, with all the money spent on these smart dumb motorways, you would think that the services would be quick enough to stop any potential danger. Well, maybe they could, but the cameras aren't even facing the traffic. Oh, no. All of that money wasted on this smart idea, which has actually been proved to be extremely dangerous, leaving many motorways abandoning the projects halfway through. And the ones that are complete can't even get a camera to face the correct way.
This is ridiculous.
Right, so what have we learnt today? I found the hotel without any Dover discoverers. They're all too busy fighting themselves, and the French police don't care. Morons are still trying to change the language. We're still being ripped off in any way possible, and people can't seem to figure out road signs. See you back tomorrow for more. Signing out.